So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make the second type of hinge here. It's a little bit more open, and instead of a bar going across, we have nubs on each side, and we can see how it works right here. Just another option as we're making our movable figure. So we're going to create this same one like we did last time. I'm going to place a sketch along the front here. I'm going to orientate myself. I'm going to grab that rectangle tool, and I'm going to draw a 1 inch by 0.25 inch rectangle. I'm going to grab my arc tool here on the end, and I'm going to do that 0.125 inch arc, and then I'm going to extrude this 1 inch. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to place a sketch along the top here. I'm going to orientate myself to the top. I'm going to use my rectangle tool, and I'm going to make that 0.4 by 0.75. I'm going to dimension this from the end here, 0.125, and then I'm going to dimension it. Let me escape that, and let's redimension that here. Let's do the quick math on that. If that's 1 inch, I think it should be, it should be 1 inch. I don't know what I was thinking. No, I lied. It should be 1.125. There we go. I'm going to do an extrusion as a removal. Now the next thing I'm going to do, which is different, I'm not going to create that bar that goes across. I'm now going to create a sketch on this side. I'm going to place that hole here, again at that center point. I'm going to make that hole 0.175. I'm going to come around to close that sketch out. I'm going to lay a sketch down on the other side. I'm going to do that same hole in that spot at 0.175. Now I'm going to extrude both of those holes. Let's close this out. Let's go to sketch 3 and 4, highlight both. I'm going to extrude both of those as a removal. I'm going to do that removal as, I'm going to probably have to do it separately. I don't think I can do that at once. So I'm going to extrude that as a removal. I'm going to do that as 0.1. I'm going to flip back around and do this here as a removal at 0.1. So that's the first piece of my hinge that's done here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay a sketch down on that top. I'm going to do my rectangle again on this. I'm going to make my rectangle on this 1 inch by 0.7 inches, again, so that fits in there. Again, you might want to adjust your tolerances depending how you're going to 3D print this. Again, the goal would be to 3D print in one piece. I'm going to extrude this 0.25 inches. And after my extrusion, I'm now going to do my nubs on this. So I'm going to come to the side of this, and I'm going to place my circle here. I'm going to make that circle 0.125. I'm going to dimension that so it's in my center at 0.125. And I'm also going to dimension it so it's to the side at 0.117. And the reason I'm doing that, again, has to do with my 3D printer tolerances. So you might have to play around with that to get the measurement that you want. I'm going to do an addition on that one. And I'm going to do as an addition as 0.102. And again, that has to do with the tolerances. I'm going to make that same sketch on this side. I'm going to draw my circle. I'm going to make that circle 0.125. I'm going to find the center here, 0.125. I'm going to go 0.717 from the edge. And I'll extrude that same 0.107. So now I'm going to come over to an assembly file. So I'm going to do a new assembly down here. I'm going to insert both of those parts.